Hey, good people. How art thou today? Thank you for joining me today. Mika L, of course. Mika Lou. Um, I hope you're doing well. I'm a little tired, but here we are. So, um, it's an encouragement to you, but it was an encouragement to me. At this point and stage in my life right now. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. I pray that all is well with you. I would love for you to share this video with what I call an accountability partner because we have to have someone in our community, in our circle that will hold us accountable. A lot of people do not like accountability. I am not one of those people. I like to be held accountable for if I say I'm going to do something and you expect me to do it, then I'm going to do it. I don't like for my words to fall short by no means. It bothers me more than it bothers you, and you will likely never understand that. So, share this with your accountability partner or someone who just may need an encouraging word. So, um, for whatever reason, I've been reading the entire New Testament, going back to the four Gospels, but read all the way through Revelations. And let me tell you something. Oh my gosh. If you are a Christian, which I hope you are, and if you are not, um, I pray that you believing in God and believing God is two different things. Believing in God and actually living a life that shows that you are his child is also a completely different thing. So, man, let me tell you something. If y'all ever read Revelations, and it's not scary, people are weird. Um, Revelations has a lot of very graphic and interesting things, and um, I don't necessarily want to be around when it happens because there is a period in time where you, as a believer in Christ, you as a Christian, are to allow the prophecy to be fulfilled. Christians, those who follow Christ, are gonna go through some hell, and it's not gonna be okay. And it's not 1 or 2, 3, 4 days or months. It's a long time, and um, it is truly stated that um, they are going to go, believers of Christ are going to go through a series of issues for quite some time, but stay strong and your reward is going to be in heaven. I'm like, yo, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want to die no time soon, but I don't want no parts of that. But anyway, um, back to what I was talking about. So I'm back to the four gospels at this point, and I am um just finished Matthew. I'm in Mark now, but just finished Matthew. And life has been a interesting thing over the last year and a half. Um, Sincerely interesting for my life. I'm gonna put it in the book. That's all I got. So I know many people have heard of the Jesus walking on water in a storm and all this stuff, and everybody has a different interpretation of that story. So this is me. This is mine. So it's gonna be 14, 24 through 25, and then 30 through 31. Read at your own time. I'm not here for that. So what I got from it and what it really related to my life was I went through hell last year. I ain't gonna front. Now, financially, COVID was probably a blessing. I worked 2 jobs at home. I was there for my kids in different ways. A lot of people didn't have a job or couldn't go to work or whatever the case may be, but I was blessed to be financially secure um, during COVID. But mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, oh, your girl went through some stuff, especially last year. So I was pissed at God. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I was like, where you at? You ain't here. Where you at? Because I'm pissed and I legit want to throw hands at your boy right now. Not at God, but my child's father. Like, I'm barely 5'3". He's 6 and some change or whatever. That mug different. I was like, oh, want to catch these hands. uh, anyway, sorry. So, it says these are notes I'm going by. Jesus, when you read the story, you'll see that Jesus was away from them when they needed him. So, pausing right there, Jesus was out before the storm even hit. He was preparing. Okay, he knew the storm was coming. And if you look through different biblical things, you will always notice that a lot of fights happen um, at sea with water. Um, I don't know exactly what that's all about, but um, Jesus had command over it. So anyway, he knew the storm was coming, right? So he was out, he was praying, he was talking to God, he was getting himself together, but the storm came anyway. So your dudes was in the boat, they was floating, they was going, and the storm had came, and they had to briefly fight that storm solo. How long that briefly was, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I'm coming out of my storm. Um, but for some months, I felt like God wasn't there, people wasn't there. Um, I felt real solo, right? So, um, Jesus was out. He was over there preparing to calm their storm, their troubles. And they briefly had to fight alone. It says that Jesus came back at 3 a.m. That is interesting for a lot of reasons. So, I suggest you, those who are intercessors, those who are prayer warriors, those who know the power of prayer, I really suggest that you, one, build an extremely strong prayer life. Two, I would also suggest that you study the prayer hours. Um, Biblically, I was never taught this growing up. I don't know who else may have been, but biblically, traditionally, followers of Christ are supposed to pray 4 times a day: at rise, at midday, afternoon, and before the sun goes down. At the end of the day or whatever, those are like the required hours. And I honestly admire other faiths who they shut down shop when it's time to pray. Most followers of Christ, they don't shut down shop when it's time to pray, and I think that's extremely weird considering that. Not going into that. Anyway, um, those who practice witchery and witchcraft and all those things, a lot of their rituals and spells are done between midnight and 6 a.m. So it is extremely important those who wake up between midnight and 6 a.m. and it's not your normal time to wake up. I can guarantee you, God, I want to tell you something. I can guarantee you something is going on in the spiritual realm. He chose you to fight it. Something is going on in the natural realm, and someone you know, or something is going on, or whatever the case may be. If you are woken up at that time of the night, or whatever the case may be, I would strongly suggest you pray. I would strongly suggest you read your Bible because something is going on in the spiritual realm that you may not be aware of, but God needs you to fight it, and that's a whole nother thing. But God came at 3 a.m. In the witchering hours, in the watchman hours, in the intercession hours, but Jesus cruised in. He rushed in. He walked in. He took his time. He was regular pace, guided. Um, he was cool. He just calm. It is. chaos going on over here in the storm. His people over there freaking out, and Jesus is like, "Yo, what's up? I'm here," and was cool with it. So one of the main things was when Jesus came, after they had been fighting, um, one of the main things Jesus was like, "Here I am. Focus on me." You have to realize and focus and tunnel vision yourself on God and Jesus in the middle of your storm. Financial storm, emotional storm, parental storm, um, worldly storms, diseases, like whatever. You have to, because whatever it is going on around you is trying to distract you from your focus from God. You have to center it and bring it back to Him. That's the only way. Um, he came in peacefully, unexpected, and he told him, well, um, one of them disciples, I don't know their name, but they was like, "Yo, if it's you," I think it was Peter, yeah, because he felt like he was going down. It was like verse 30. But when he saw the storm, wind, and the waves, he was terrified and began to sink. He put too much focus on what was going on around him, and he just kept going deeper and deeper. And I can testify to that. I felt like I was at the bottom because I let everything around me take me down. Um, Verse 31, Jesus immediately reached out and grabbed him. "You have so little faith. Why did you doubt me?" 32, when they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. So Jesus was like, "Yo, you stop believing in me. You stop focusing on me. You put me to the side like I wasn't nothing, and then you like, yo, come help me." But no, the entire time you need to stay there. Stay there and stay focused on Him, and the storm won't matter. God will cease the storm when He is ready. Stay focused on Him. Move forward. Write your book. Go to the gym, eat the right food, call your friend, do your praying, do your fasting, go to church, pay your tithes, build your career, do your clothes, do your art, whatever that it is that you need to do, continue to move forward in that direction and stay focused on Him in the midst of it all. He is going to silence that storm when He get ready. He is going to tell the storm to chill out. He is going to tell the storm to cease and stop and to go away. Um, and it's not after He quiets the storm that you're like, "Oh yeah, I do believe in you, God. That's what's up, because you already fixed my issues." Nah. Believe in Him now. Thank Him now. Um, do what you gotta do now. And then it's like, "Yo, dude always looked out for me, even when it got worse." Not, "Oh, you need proof that He gonna look out for you." Know that He gonna look out for you. Don't take your eyes off of Him. Don't lose faith. Don't waver. And I'm saying that I did it. And it was hard. And I don't know the Bible verse, but it was hard. I know God is gonna do it, but sometimes that unbelief kicks in, and you be like, "Yo, where you at? Where you at?" That boat start rocking. Like, where you at? So, um, I hope it encouraged you. It was something I needed the other day. Something that I kind of still tell myself every once in a while, and try to hold on to is, and I'm okay. God, where you at? I need some answers, yo, because I'm out here struggling. But one of the main things that I did recently was I went back to what I didn't finish. God always gives you instruction. You just gotta be open to listening and hearing to what He has to say. So, if anything, keep your faith, keep praying, keep fasting, keep applying for them jobs. If you started something and didn't finish, go back and finish it. He gonna bless your hands. I can promise you that. I gotta go. That's what I do. But I love you to life. I hope this blessed you and share it with somebody. You know the rules. Like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, comment, share, and I'll see you at the top. Love you to life.